No, it doesn't make sense. And they get what? Get $20 an hour. Oh,
Yeah, and yeah, no, no, that's
so
for me over for a long time already, and especially when they started with the computers, I just reject that. I had to go to the dentist a couple of weeks ago, and
mm,
you have to go on the computer, fill out your name and everything. So now I do that in
mm,
the office, and also you have to do that on the computer. I come to the office and you do it for me, and I will sign. And they did.
I
They took
see.
care of it because they will say you just a number, and you cannot ask a question with a computer. Can I get this? Or can I how this? Or nothing. And it's the same with everything. It's a computer.
Wow.
It's either yes or no, and questions you cannot ask a question. And I get so
Mm,
frustrated, and I just screw it.
yeah.
Over, you know. So,
What if you want to say, I don't want onions or something?
yeah. If it's not on there, or okay, you could have done two for me, and there's nowhere on the computer. Do you have any questions? Yeah, can you cut the sandwich in two for me, or in three pieces? You cannot ask. Here's your sandwich, and if you ask him, could you cut it up? No, sir. That's the way it is. Yeah, so they don't get my service, and they don't get my
Hmm.
business. So simple as
Right, right. Yeah, it's getting kind of like that. It's kind of, there's no
yeah.
humanity, just like I
No,
mentioned.
no.
Yes, yes, yes.
That will
Okay.
say, go, okay,
So,
you go ahead.
so I want to ask you to like what's happening right now, including the war overseas and all the economy here right now. Do you still came across people who vote for Biden
Oh, yeah.
last time? They are still looking to vote
Really.
for them this time?
Just a
Yes.
few. I can say I have my shirts on and my head on every day where I go. In the morning, I go out for a couple of hours. And
Right.
people, hey, I like your hat. Hey, I like your shirts. Hey, awesome. You know, and I had it twice that a lady came up to me. She said, "Oh, you're a Trump supporter. He's a racist and he's a rapist." And yeah, okay. So if you want to vote for Biden, I said, go ahead. I don't care. You know what I mean? But I can tell you here in California that 60, 70% is for Trump. But I know that California
Mm,
turn out for Biden, So because it gets stolen, it's corrupt here, It's the same with Newsom, The first time they tried to oust him, it's not,
mm,
it didn't happen. And last week I was at a little fair. There's my signature, to get Newsom out. And I said, it's not going to happen. Yeah, don't think your vote counts. Your vote don't count. I see two
mm,
neighbors. They went to the valley to vote against Newsom to get him out. And they came
mm,
there and they said, you voted already. And the lady said, no, I didn't vote. I came here to vote. No, sir. Or to the two ladies, you voted already. I
oh,
see another guy who was in Iran, was a
uh,
soldier there. And long story short, and he said, yeah, I went to the valley too, and I wanted to vote against the
right.
Newsom. They told
Yeah.
me the same thing. You voted already. He said, no, I didn't vote it. No, it doesn't matter. You don't have to vote. They do that for you,
Wow.
you know.
They do
And
that?
yeah, oh yeah, I
Wow.
hear it from people. Yeah, so
Did
it's
they,
not
did they,
something what I
did they,
make up. I hear it
wait,
from people.
did they run your information in a computer and say that, or they
Yeah,
just say that
yeah,
flat
yeah,
out? Which one?
yeah,
They run the computer and say
yeah.
that? Oh
Yeah.
my
So
God,
they say he
that's bad.
voted already. He said, no, I didn't vote it. He said, I just came out.
And
Iran or Iraq.
they don't let you do it again. You
He
do
said,
it
and I want to
again.
vote to get Newsom out. Sir, you voted already? He said, no, I did not. Yeah, you voted already. He said, he's sending me.
Wow.
Yeah, you can vote. So he said, I went home. That's what I say. They vote for you already. And it's California.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Will we never for Trump? 70% is for Trump. I know that, but it's, who's
Yeah.
counting the votes? That's all. That's the whole deal, Who's counting? Yeah. So,
Hmm.
no, it's
So,
total corruption. The same in New York,
so,
And
so, yeah. So last time they used kind of use COVID
Yeah,
as a as a thing to interrupt
and
this
COVID,
whole.
COVID was done on purpose. You cannot prove it, you cannot say it, but I know the government here in America. They went to China. Hey, we need something to get Trump out. We have a virus. Yeah, we're gonna blame it on Trump. We're gonna blame it on Trump. So we get him out. And they still couldn't get him out. Yeah, even with the virus, they couldn't make it come true. And then they started with the mail-in voting. Oh yeah, mail-in voting because people
Uh-huh.
don't want to come for the COVID-19. They can shop and get the food, but they cannot go to a voting office. It's the same
R-
thing. If you go to a
right.
grocery store or you go to a voting office, it's the same thing. But that's all the BS around it. Oh no. And of course Trump lost. So they will say
Mm.
Trump get 50,000 people watching him. And Biden cannot even get 5 people, say 50 if he's
Mm.
lucky, And you're going to tell me that Biden won in 2020?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about numbers. Yeah. It's all about the numbers. Bottom line, they will say
Right.
130 million people vote every 4 years for a president. And in 2020, we didn't have 130 million. We had 155 million. People who voted. It's not possible. Just not possible. It's
People.
all about numbers. You just look at the numbers. So the
Right.
numbers don't add up. Yeah. So and they keep lying to you. And what can we do about it? We all know that it happened. There's nothing we can do about it. Because if you say something like Giuliani, he tried to. They took his lawyer's license away. See, because he's not a Democrat. If he's a Democrat, he would still have his license, but he's a Republican and he was a lawyer for Trump. They took his license away because he was, so that's what I say. It's the corruption is going on and everybody sees it. I don't have to say that.
Yeah. So do you think they will create some kind of
they're planning
promotions or some sort of tactic, this strategy this time to?
Well, they cannot seal it again with votes and the million voting. That flyer is not going to go up anymore. That guide is not going to go up.
Yeah, so they already use
something else in money,
Yeah,
and
they already use like people like from George Floyd, COVID, and then I don't know what else can they do now. So
you see what happened with Boeing. 2 guys.
Oh yeah, right.
2 guys.
2 guys.
They both died. How is that possible?
Right, that's
It's possible, and it can happen with Trump too. Oh, he died. Heart attack. Oh, he did. Albeit, but they will find something to stop him. They try to stop him. They will say, and if that happens, then it's all over with this country. But I have a few more years to live, so I do what I want. And once in a while I can go out for dinner. And I'm not hungry, so I have enough to eat, and that's all what counts. It comes all down to food and water. You can have a nice car outside for $100,000. If there's no fuel tomorrow, what are you going to do with your car?
Right.